E aí, pessoal, beleza? Eu sou o Nauan e hoje a gente vai estar continuando nossa série de Final Fantasy XVI. Daí a gente parou aqui no episódio anterior, depois de uma cutscene que teve aqui um diálogo, né? Mas aí, se vocês estiverem gostando do vídeo, compartilha com alguém que possa gostar também. Se inscreve no canal se estiver gostando para não perder os próximos episódios da série. E eu já vou indo pra missão principal. Que eu não sei porque que tem duas ali, ó. Ah, tem no pedido de Marta. Eu acho que o único que tá marcado é aquele lá, que tá com sinal de 2. Não entendi por quê.
Fresh cuts, fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
Os caras falando. Deve ser pra vir por aqui, né? Esse elevador aqui é muito parecido com o elevador de Horizon.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
Boa angústia. Eu nunca vejo quando tem alguém atrás de nós. Eu acho que ela se teleportou pra junto de nós. Às vezes parece que acontece isso. Já vamos combater. E... ele chutou o bicho longe. Esqueci de usar meus golpes verdes. Não que precise muito também, né? Vai, Torgon. Ficou pacífico de novo. Olha aqueles bichos coloridos lá. Acho que é bicho do cenário, né? Não é não? Pluma azul. Faleceu, hein? Coitado do bicho. Coitado do bicho, cara. Ele não parecia ser um... A gente tava tomando chocobo. Que estranho fazer isso. Não sabia que se matava, vai, chocobos no Final Fantasy. Será que é só nesse aqui? Acho que não. Esses aqui são selvagens, né? Mas mesmo assim, não sei. Não sabia que tinha disso. Tá. Vamos continuar por onde tem item. Ó, já tem 2 itens aqui pra frente. Ignorei. Ele começou a andar mais devagar. O bicho tava guardando o item ali. Meu Deus. Daqui a pouco eu vou guardar todos os itens. Todos os bichos pra enfrentar junto. Será que dá pra ficar juntando o bicho? Ou será que cada um tem sua rodinha e não sai de lá? Porque quando a gente enfrenta, às vezes aparece uma rodinha, né? Tá. Até que faz bastante tempo que a gente não vê uma cutscene. Eu digo uma mais bem elaborada, assim. Se bem que pode ser porque eu tô jogando esse jogo meio lentamente e eu não lembro mais. Meu Deus. A trilha sonora se destaca muito, né? É muito bom. Além de ser desnecessário fazer aquilo, eu errei ainda o golpe. Onde é que tava o... Tinha um item aqui, né? Perdi, eu acho que eu já peguei. Ou ela pegou pra nós, né? Nunca saberemos. Eu já tinha passado por esse lugar também, né? Ah, deixa eu pegar o item primeiro. Posso até enfrentar vocês. Tá. É, sempre depois que eu aperto bolinha e aí eu vou atacar, ele faz aquela animação ali, parece. De novo. Parece que isso está altamente correlacionado. Tá. O Torgo sempre fica muito bravo, cara. Mesmo depois de acabar os combates. Era esse item aqui que eu...
What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
Viúva triste.
Keep your distance, boy. Get him.
Coitado da aranha.
That's enough.
Ele bem bravo com as aranhas. Totalmente aleatório esse baú. Parece até Zelda. O Breath of the Wild. Deu até saudade agora. E o Tears of the Kingdom. Com os baús no meio das ruínas. Tá. Tá, vambora. Eu vi vários inimigos, fiquei com preguiça. Tinha uns 3 grupos de inimigos. Vocês viram?
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Something for the pain. I beg you.
Pater.
The light. It fades.
Tu falou father, né? Padre. Eu
It's
acho.
all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can. For the time they have left.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again, and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace.
Coitados.
When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha.
Então tá bom.
Yes, we should.
De novo. Tá bom. Se eu for ali, o que acontecerá? O jogo não vai deixar, né?
Be strong, my child. The tincture will soon take effect.
E essa estátua aqui com um dragão ali. Nada mais? E a legenda ficou errada mais de uma vez. Tô achando que talvez nem é erro, hein? Não sei, talvez seja alguma nomenclatura desse jogo. Eu vou dar uma ignorada nesses bichos, eu acho. De novo. Que a gente acabou de vir aqui. Simplesmente passando reto. Que eu não acho que nesse jogo o level muda muito, já que ele não é exatamente o RPG. Ele é um jogo disfarçado de RPG, né? Ele tenta fingir que é um RPG. Esse bicho não vai me deixar passar. Mega Aranguejo é muito bom o nome, né? Como é que volta lá? Eu tô indo pelo caminho certo. Acho que não. Não sei se vocês ouviram a mulher gritando. Adamantuga. Os nomes são muito bons. Ele tá que nem um louco tirando e botando a espada. Agora que eu vi os detalhes da espada, é legal, né? Ignorei tudo, eu tô no level 20. Queria tentar ver ela se teleportando. Começou a musiquinha pacífica. Meio desnecessário esse vai e volta, né?
You ain't pulled that sword from its scabbard.
Faz parte do jogo o tempo pra me disfarçar que é um RPG. Ficar fazendo requests e voltando. Eu acho. Esse lugar aqui eu sempre esqueço onde é que é a porta dele, né? Impressionante. Vamos lá. Teus amigos não se deram muito bem não, Marta.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs.
O que ela quer mostrar?
So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength.
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
A mão dela tá atravessando o braço, cara.
And know that you will always be welcome here.
Na verdade é a roupa, né? Eu acho que eles fizeram um personagem e depois botaram outra roupa por cima e não se deram conta de que tava tudo atravessando.
It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
E esse jogo tem esse problema dos diálogos ser meio... Demora muito pra passar um diálogo. Quando não é cutscene, né? Os diálogos são meio RPGzado. Eles são... Fica meio um diálogo vai e volta. O diálogo não parece estar bem sincronizado. Sabe? E ainda fica demorando pra falar, às vezes. Fica um segundo esperando uma fala. Agora ainda bem que aquela ponte abriu, né? Porque não dava pra ele dar um pulo de 1 centímetro. Só tô xingando.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate.
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. and I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We'd best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
Sempre tem um NPC varrendo a rua, né? Ok. Eu ia prestar atenção no negócio na cutscene e acabei esquecendo. Teve uma hora que parecia que ela tava só de fundo, a Jill. Parecia que a cutscene foi feita só dele e do Clive e depois colocaram ela do nada. Deu essa impressão, mas agora eu não prestei atenção 100% sim. Ele falou com ela em algum momento. Parecia, sabe, que adicionaram ela depois. Parecia que eles fizeram a cutscene não sabendo que ela estaria junto com o Clive nessa parte. Mas acho que foi só impressão, sabe? Ainda bem que tu botou 4 degraus, cara. Senão não dava pra pular daqui até ali. Nem eu falar contigo.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
Vai enfrentar inimigo, né? Não vamos passar reto de todos. Só quando fica meio repetitivo.
Sick of Torgal! Stay down!
Girei a câmera de um jeito muito bizarro. Marquei os bichos sem querer. O Torgal é gigante, né? Ele é do tamanho do Clive, maior até.
There, boy! You know what to do, boy! Don't let them get away!
Às vezes os golpes que dão muita agonia.
Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! That's enough!
Eu gosto quando ele chuta o bicho pra longe. Eu não tô indo enfrentar tartaruga, vocês sabem, né? Tá, onde é que era o lugar, cara? Porque eu já tinha vindo aqui antes. Nem precisaria da ponte, né? Se for assim. Tô viajando, será? Provavelmente, né? Bandido, a gente já passou por aqui. Ah, não. Sai. Tem uma missão lá. O que eu tô fazendo? O que esse cara quer? Quero falar contigo. Os bichos foram embora.
Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours. Curse my luck, I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait, that's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfors, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
Well, we'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey, but it made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Aye, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait. When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He'll want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
Tá, nunca vou priorizar. Eu já tava vindo pra cá, então, né? Lobo faminto.
Look hungry, all right. Hungry and mean.
O que ele tá falando? Nem prestei atenção. Eu quero ganhar mais golpe e o mesmo especial, cara. O combate ficar mais massa. Já tá legal assim. Mas quero mais. Droga, errei. Era isso que eu queria ter feito. Tá, a câmera fez a gente olhar pro teto, mas tudo bem.
How to find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe.
Bryce. É, a missão secundária era no caminho, pelo jeito. A missão secundária é tipo um rastro pra missão principal.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I'd never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
Muito easy. Agora que eu entendi ali como é que passou os pontos, ó. Eu acho que eu entendi. A gente ganhou agora 1000 pontos do último ali, né? Aí ficou com 19.000, antes estava com 18 e pouco. Acho que é assim, né? Tá. A outra missão secundária é uma que já estava marcada, eu acho.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Tá bom.
Toggle!
O bicho tava ali quieto. Simplesmente veio um cara voando em cima dele.
It's over.
Tá bom. Coitados.
You know what to do, boy.
Será que dá pra perdoar? Vou embora. Acho que os bichos não eram do mal, né?
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Those areas seemed a very different place back then.
Tá, tá. Agora que eu fiz cagada, vamos terminar.
That's enough.
Fight another day.
Que exagero, é só uns bichos. A mulher já faz uma geleira. Esse chapéu aqui é coisa de Final Fantasy antigo, hein? Eu nunca joguei esse Final Fantasy antigo. Eu acho que eu só joguei o 15 mesmo um pouco. Bem pouco ainda. Mas eu lembro de ver, sei lá, a capa desse do Final Fantasy antigo, talvez. Ou eu vi algum gameplay rápido. Sei lá de onde que eu lembro disso. Não é ter mais nada no caminho. Chegamos. Lago Leste.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes. But oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and
now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
yes, of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please, there is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later.
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
13 years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmacia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony, when we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
Thank you, Lady Hannah. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while. But seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
Que legal.
Follow the road to the north. It should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
Tá. Eu não notei muita diferença da roupa pra outra. Mudou, será? Mudou, né? Que eu vi que a gente ganhou coisas agora. Será que ele já equipou? Deixa eu ver. Não, seria aqui, ó, em equipamentos. Peraí. Calma. Tá, já tá equipado. Acho que ele equipou sozinho. Ou eu entendi errado, sei lá. Comerciante, vamos ver. Os negócios são pior ainda.
Come back soon now.
Pera, é por aqui mesmo? Será que vai abrir isso aqui?
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers? Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still consider the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
Tá bom. Na minha época, o nome da missão.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on.
Já falaram, né?
Bearer.
Vamos, né?
Where are you off to then? Or hasn't your master told you?
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Cadê o idoso? Você viu?
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No, no sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Coitado do idoso.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Ninguém sabe onde tá esse maluco.
Oh, hold on a mo. Patrick the Chocobo Keeper might know where your bearer is. He's taken the old boy under his wing, so to speak. You should go and have a word with him. He'll be in the stables.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry.
Bom, provavelmente.
For making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Vamos lá pros estábulos. E vai ser a terceira pessoa que a gente pergunta, então provavelmente vai ser a certa, né? Provavelmente saberemos onde está este senhor. Tá. Tá ali, ó. Bom, vamos falar com ele no próximo episódio. Diz aí se vocês gostaram do vídeo, compartilha com quem possa gostar também. Se inscreva no canal se estiver gostando para não perder os próximos episódios. E adeus!